I'm Pete Turok, your host for Live and Local Anoka. And sitting to my left is one of my favorite people on the planet. Her name is Rebecca Ebnet-Dazens. She is the head honcho at the Anoka County Historical Society. Rebecca, you and I had a chance to talk prior to this. Anything going on in your life and at the organization that's
Nope.
maybe a little nuts?
Absolutely nothing.
Crazy things going on with you. You and I have known each other a long time. Some big moves are occurring. Tell everybody about the move.
The move, May 1st. We closed on the Tickner Hill Bed and Breakfast. We are officially homeowners.
So you went from downtown Anoka to downtown Anoka.
Exactly. We went down 3rd Street by about 5 blocks.
And that Tickner Hill is such a beautiful building.
It is.
Historic pieces to it. Deb Wallace and her husband ran a bed and breakfast out of there. So I had numerous opportunities to be in that building. It seems like just such a perfect fit. Where are you at with the process? Because this is a big thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's taken us about 6 months to find the property, find the financing, just think about the new strategic plan. It was a whole change. So we're ACHS 2.0 at this point. And so now we're redoing the whole idea of the museum. We needed to do an inventory because Deb was nice enough to leave us all the furniture upstairs for the bed and breakfast. So it's still fully furnished, but we had to figure out what we actually needed. You know, we don't need a set of 40 dishes,
right.
You know. So we're slowly trickling in what we need, and we're going to be having the offices and the research library on the ground floor, but moving from an 8,000 square foot building down to a 5,000 square foot building, let alone just the 2,000 square feet on the ground floor.
Right.
We're going to, in the process of digitizing the yearbooks, because those are just very heavy. They're 3 pounds each, if you believe that. So we're going to be putting those into storage, but we're digitizing them so they'll still be accessible to the public. So things like that. What can we digitize? What can we put into storage? Just trying to figure out how we can best use space.
And the bed and breakfast stays.
You got it.
So if you've got those in-laws coming into town and you're really not looking for them to stay in your basement, you got the opportunity at a beautiful facility. And look, this whole move, it's not like you're backing up a 12-foot U-Haul and going, okay, we're done. Talk to me about just the decision that brought you to this move to Tickner Hill, and then we'll talk about the collection.
Of course. The city owns the building that we're currently in on 3rd Avenue, that brick museum, and they decided to redevelop that lot that we're on. So we started looking for a new home. Unfortunately, the collection, the museum, the research library were all in one space at that point. So we needed to find separate living quarters for everything. The collection at this point is likely going to go to another vacant building that the city owns, as long as we can work something out with them for a use agreement. The collection itself, I want to assure everybody that it's not going away. Right. We have the honor of maintaining that history of Anoka County. We take that very seriously, and we certainly aren't going to be getting rid of anything. In fact, we have some history friends of ours that are coming in for 4 work days through the summer to help us make sure that it's move ready. So interestingly enough, when you have a cookie jar that's safe on the shelf in a box, it doesn't travel very well like that though. So you need to put it in some ethafoam. You need to make sure that it's ready to be shuffled around. So we're actually reboxing things more safe.
Well, and honestly, you get an opportunity to go into that collection probably deeper than you and your staff ever have.
We have found some interesting things.
I bet you have.
Yep.
So talk to me about what residents can expect with this move to Tickner Hill with the operations of the Anoka County Historical Society.
We would like to use Tickner as a community park, as a community space. Make sure that everybody can enjoy the yard. It's a 1-acre lot. It's got gorgeous gardens. We would love for people to come and have picnics and use the space, take photos. We're going to have the research library open for office hours, but we also want to have porch hours so people can come and sit on the porch. Sarah, our volunteer coordinator, has a cello group, so they're going to have some practices on the front porch.
Oh, the neighbors are going to love you guys.
I know, right?
They are.
So, but the bed and breakfast upstairs, the guests can come down and read an 1873 newspaper in their bunny slippers. You know, I mean, how fun would that be?
Does life get any better than? I
Right?
don't think so. All right, so let's talk about challenges. I think this is a monumental move.
Yeah.
Any unforeseen that you've had to this point?
I think the biggest thing for us is, first of all, the financing. You know, it's been a budget challenge for us. The city has allowed us to be in the current building for $1 a year.
Right.
So taking on a mortgage means that we do need to find some new donors.
Right.
That's going to be one thing. The other thing is just the time that we've been allotted for this last year to move everything over to the other building, to the Johnson Street building, find the Tickner, set up a new strategic plan, come up with ACHS 2.0, and try to figure out how we can be another organization, try to come up with a dispersal model for the exhibits. You know, that's the other thing, that we want to make sure that we're out in the county touching base with all of the cities and making sure that we are the Anoka County Historical Society.
Let's talk about that collection again. What's being done with any surplus?
Surplus, like Army surplus.
Yeah. And you probably have some Army surplus.
We do.
I bet
We
you
do. If we find something in the collection that has no significance to the county, we call it deaccessioning. And if it has no story, if it was brought into the collection just as a fun item that seemed historic, it seemed old, but it doesn't actually come from the county, or it doesn't come from somebody associated with the county, then we bring it to our gather committee and we ask them to move it out. And that's called deaccessioning. We then give it back to the county that it should be in, whether it's Aiken County, Hennepin County, whatever.
Sure.
If they don't want it, then we can sell it. And that money, if it's sold on, say, a garage sale, a yard sale, something like that, that money then goes back to the collections and helps support the organization.
So, getting tight on time, let's talk about garage sale auction.
Yep.
You're doing that?
We had one of those.
You did?
We did.
How'd it go?
Citywide garage sale. We raised some money there.
Nice.
We'll be doing a yard sale during Riverfest. We're going to have the house open on Riverfest as well.
Good.
Have some yard games.
Good.
But we're going to be shut down in July and August so that we have some extra time to work on processing.
Community involvement is critical for organizations like
Exactly.
yours. Really, anything that people should be watching out for, any ways that they can help?
Oh, absolutely. We have a new ticknerhill.com website, so you can go check that out. Any interaction with the website, volunteers would be lovely, new donors, any ways that you can donate gardening time would be lovely. You got a lawnmower? We'd love to.
Huh?
It's a 1 acre lot. That's a lot of grass.
Exactly.
Yep.
I know you have a podcast and lots of different things. How do people learn more? You talked about that website. What's that website? People can go there. And look, people, if you have the opportunity to help, to volunteer, to donate, everything about the Historical Society is right, and I urge you to do that. What's that website?
AnokaCountyHistory.org. And the podcast is on the front of that, or on any of the catchers. It would be History 21 is the podcast.
Okay.
We keep, once a month, we've been updating on the chaos that we're calling Operation Relocation. All the gossip.
Okay, breathe in, breathe out. She is Rebecca at Dazens, and she's the executive director over at the
We got
Anoka
this.
County Historical Society. So excited for you and your
Thanks.
future. Your staff is incredible.
They are.
And thank you so much for being with us today.
Thanks, Pete.
Hey, we've got a lot coming up. Next up, Lyric Arts. It's the jewel on the corner of 5th Avenue and East Main Street. And we'll get into that and so many more segments. It's all here on Live and Local Anoka. And we'll get to it right after this.
In the heart of downtown Anoka, there's a place where creativity, community, and care come together.
I need to find a ivy plant. Do we have an ivy plant here?
One arrangement at a time.
We're kind of an eclectic shop, so we have gifts and treats. We have fresh flowers and plants. We have a lot of different services that we offer, so there's not too many full-service florists anymore.
For nearly 3 decades, Maine Floral has been serving the community, growing from a small opportunity into a staple of downtown.
Well, I grew up here, moved away, and then we saw an advertisement in the paper talking about flower shop for sale. So my brother, who's my partner in business, said, why don't you run down there and see what it looks like? So we showed up, and I thought it was adorable, and we made an offer and bought the business.
What started as a leap of faith quickly became something more, rooted in family and built to last.
Family owned and operated through and through. There's like...
And another family.
And another family. We've sprouted another family. So there's the Del Costello family and 3 sisters who work here. And then there's 3 brothers and sisters and a cousin and a niece who work here on the other side of the family.
This is someone who used to work here too, or this is at the old shop, but I'm 23 now, and that was taken, I think, when I was 3 years old, so that was 20 years ago. I was washing buckets at this age.
Through changing times, Maine Floral has stayed committed, not just to their craft, but to the community around them.
We do all of the main events. For this weekend, we have a few baby showers, a couple weddings. We are sympathy experts, so we do a lot of bouquets for funerals and people sending things to the home for sympathy.
Usually when a family will come in for a sympathy arrangement, like 9 times out of 10 there will be laughter, surprisingly, and I think that's really special, that people can still have that laughter.
We are a great floral shop, and you can trust us, and our flowers are beautiful, and we work very hard to make them look good.
From life's biggest celebrations to its most difficult moments, every arrangement carries meaning.
My favorite part about being a part of Maine Floral is the creativity that we get to express on a daily basis. We're really lucky, especially with whatever goes on in the outside world, it doesn't really affect our job here in the way that I still get to express my creativity. The creativity alone is enough to make it a really special job.
Flowers are really emotional, and we're servicing that customer's needs. It's impactful. Yeah, I think that's the favorite part, is the service end.
Even the experience is unique when flowers and fresh coffee come together under one roof.
Can I get 1 iced vanilla latte?
Well, I think what sometimes new people come in, they smell it. We have the exhaust fan going. So it goes into that little alleyway, and people can smell the caramel rolls and the bacon. So, and coffee, it just draws them in, and they come around, peek around the corner and say, I've never been in here before. So it's been a really good partnership. They bring us customers, we bring them customers. So our regulars are definitely pop in, order some flowers, go sit down, have a roll or something, and then their flowers are done by the time they finish. So it's worked so well.
It's just a wonderful place. There's a really big community here, and people are always, it's like that old town feel where you kind of have people you see and know in the community, and people are open to talking to each other. It's more open and bright, and it has that old town feel, mom and pop shop feel.
At Maine Floral, it's more than flowers. It's about connection, care, and creating something meaningful for every moment.
We are back with live and local Anoka from Peninsula Point Park here in historic Anoka. I told you it's the gem, and it's a jewel. It's like a really expensive big one, and it's located on the corner of 5th Avenue and East Main Street. I love Lyric Arts Main Street Stage. It's there's a Turok tradition that involves a holiday program every year, and if you have not been to a production, or if you've not just reached out and looked into that more, you should, and we're going to tell you why. With us today, we've got Marcia Rutledge and also Andrew Lushovsky. Hey, guys.
Hi.
Hi, Pete.
Welcome to the show. And just thank you to you and the crew, Laura Tasha Johnson, and everybody involved at Lyric Arts. Anoka is so lucky to have that on the corner. Marcia, I'm going to start with you.
Yeah.
And then we'll go to Andrew. Tell us what you do at Lyric Arts and just kind of what a day today is for you.
Yes, absolutely. I'm the education director at Lyric Arts, and a day today is going to get a little busy because we're gearing up for summer programming.
Nice.
Which is really, yes, we're really excited. We serve about 300 students in the summer, and that starts middle of June, and so we're going to have all kinds of different classes. We start at kindergarten and we serve all the way up until high school, so it's really exciting. You can come, and students of all different experience levels can take classes from everything from dance and performance, singing, acting, improvisation. We have some really great classes for design students too, who like a little bit more of that behind the scenes action. Yes.
So Marcy, that's just it. It isn't, when people think theater, it's like, oh, I have to be that actor.
Right.
There are so many pieces to this 5,000 piece puzzle to put on a production. And to have those kids, I can't think of a better way for a youth to have the opportunity to be a part of something like that. And Lyric Arts is a way for that to happen.
We're so fortunate, and we have such a large reach within the North Metro, too. But our students, we have such great responses from families and parents. It's just, and it means, Pete, so much to the kids. I mean, they come in, and whether it is behind the scenes, you know, doing design or costumes, lighting, sound, we have musicians, we have tons of opportunities for kids who maybe don't want to be on stage. But students of all walks really find themselves and blossom and bloom. And we're seeing that more because, you know, we want to get them out from behind the screens.
Yes.
We want to get them in real time with real people.
What a concept.
I know, right? It's to find some human connection. And so we're really fortunate that's, I mean, I'm just blessed. That's what I get to do all day.
Oh,
so
Marcy, that's great.
It's wonderful,
Andrew, how about you?
Well, my day-to-day, I'm the managing director, and so I'm more behind the scenes. I'm signing the checks. I'm making sure ticket sales are strong. I'm supporting the staff. So really in charge of making sure that, you know, we're selling all of our shows out.
It's a business.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Andrew's very good at his job,
Marcy.
too. We need him.
Thanks.
And how long, Andrew, how long have you been there? I've known you a long time.
Yeah, I came to Lyric Arts in 2014. I was a marketing manager for a couple years, and then I left for a little while, and now I'm back as the managing director. So it feels like I've been there for 12 years, but this is my second year as the managing director.
That's great. Yeah, I was so glad to hear you were coming back. All right, Marcy, we talked a little bit about those youth programs. Dig in a little bit more.
Well, yes, and I've got... Pete, I don't know. I mean, I've got some adult classes too.
Hello.
Really? I know. Come act, come dance. And
Scrooge,
it's really, I know,
this is written.
Hey, Christmas is coming. So please come and play with us. No, we're really excited. Back from the pandemic, we started doing more adult offerings. I know
that's great.
Yes, it's
same scenario, right? So if somebody wants to be behind, maybe Hammer's involved with set building to all the way to whatever. Right?
Yes, from behind the scenes, we have a wonderful group of volunteers. I don't think we give them as much love and shout out as we should.
Right.
They make it go. I mean, they're building sets. They are helping with our just operations behind the scenes on a weekly basis. So we really, it takes a village.
It does take a village.
It does.
Well, no, it's like a suburban city. I mean, there's and people don't understand it unless they played in the arena.
Exactly.
Again, this is a 5,000 piece puzzle. This isn't a 100 piece puzzle.
Right.
People are needed for that type of stuff.
Yes.
Andrew, let's talk about highlights from the past year.
Yeah. Well, this last year was a really important, really, I think, successful year for Lyric Arts because we finally found our way kind of back after the pandemic. We're going to have a really excellent end of the year surplus that is helping us move forward with some big ideas.
And your new season is here.
Yes.
Well,
exciting. We're finishing out our 25-26 season.
Right.
We've got a show opening Friday called Home I'm Darling. It follows the life of Judy and Johnny. They try to put together the most 1950s ideal lifestyle. Their home, their car, everything from cocktails to, to drinks after work. But it's set in the present day. So they're trying to live this sort of nostalgic, dreamlike life. But with it comes, of course, challenges, and it wrestles with the idea of marriage and relationships. And it's really a wonderful British play written in 2017 that we've got a wonderful director, Scott Ford, who's our resident director who's directing that show.
Now, I have stood in lines in summer as the new season started because this tradition is as we hit the holiday show. It just kind of kicks things off. So that time is coming.
Yes. Yes, so for our new season, it'll open in September with Merrily We Roll Along. That's a Stephen Sondheim piece, beautiful music. It's an interesting show because it starts in the past and works its way to the present. And so you get the relationship with these three young up-and-comers in New York City, I think.
New York City, yeah.
And it tells it talks about their life and all the struggles they've gone through and really paints a picture of three dear friends and what it's like to struggle together to, find your way in your career or your life, that kind of thing. The show you're referring to is our holiday show. That is Santa's Magic Meat Raffle. It is a show that is being written specifically for Lyric Arts. You're going to love it. Anoka's going to love it. It's written for Anoka. It really is kind of a love letter to the town. And Ben Teege is a well-known director in the Twin Cities area. He's writing that show for us. And then our very own Bradley Bean, who is also an Anoka resident, is going to be helping write that show as well. Should be great. Should be really hilarious. Funny.
So Home I'm Darling, tickets available?
Oh, yes.
Tickets are definitely available. It's selling well, so don't wait. Definitely get tickets for that now. Okay. It opens Friday. Our last show of this season is The Prom. That opens July 10th. And it's our big summer musical, very exciting. It follows the story of Alyssa and Emma. They're two girls that just want to go to prom together. They're not allowed to do that. They're banned in their little Indiana town from doing that. So 4 Broadway actors come all the way from New York City to try and help fix that. And, of course, comedy ensues, and it's catchy, hilarious music. Should be a really fun summer show.
New season has been announced because I've got the card in the mail.
Yep.
When do tickets for all of that open up?
Very soon. So right now, current subscribers are buying their tickets. June 1st is when subscriptions go on sale to the general public.
Got it. Yep. Marcy, we got some parents out there going, I want to get my kid in. Or the adult.
Yes, or
maybe mom wants to, maybe grandma wants to.
Come together, yes.
What's the next steps to look into that more?
Yes, I was going to say you can give our box office a call. I would always start, we have a lovely website, lyricarts.org, all lowercase, and you can check that out. And we have a whole wonderful education tab, and you can look at all of our offerings. Summer, we do full school year classes as well, so we are really a year-round, adults, kids, we do it all. So we would love to have more folks come and visit us this summer, and then maybe take a class or two during the school year. We would absolutely adore that.
In those classes, take me through like a kid. Is it an hour long? Is it a half day? Is it a full day? What does something like that look like?
We have different offerings for different levels of learners. So if your student is maybe just wanting to try it out, we do offer after school classes for like 45 minutes to an hour, just introductory, get your feet wet. And then we have camps. So for those kids who love it and they know they love the arts and want to be involved, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Come send them to Lyric Arts, and Monday through Friday they're with us, and it's wonderful.
There's some moms smiling out there right
now. Summer is coming.
We're covered. All right, Andrew, you're the business side of this thing.
Sure.
I'm guessing that if someone wanted to help out, support financially, who believes in the arts and theater, and with that, let's face it, some of the schools, that stuff's pulling back a little.
Right.
I'm guessing you would accept some of that.
It would be wonderful if, just as a start, folks can come see a show. Beyond that, we are a nonprofit, and so while we do depend heavily on earned revenue for tickets, subscription sales, single ticket sales, if folks want to donate, about 20% of our budget is all because of individuals just like you who have donated to support the cause. You can visit lyricarts.org/donate, and you can read all about the different ways in which you can support the theater, whether that's a monthly donation or a one-time gift.
Sure.
It all goes to support.
Sure. And we didn't even touch some of their fundraisers, but we'll do that next time.
Yes.
All right. They want to know that website again.
www.lyricarts.org.
Yes.
Visit us. Come. You can call us. You can stop by too. We love to meet people, and we're right on Main Street. So come on by. Right. Doors open.
It's the Jewel on 5th and Main in downtown Anoka. Marcy, Andrew, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you so much.
And wish you nothing but the best. And for sure, we'll see you in December.
We'll see you in December.
All right, we're going to take a break. And coming up next, there is a brand new market in downtown Anoka, and we're going to find out all about that, and we're going to do it right after this.
Today, we're checking out the Anoka Cannabis Company, which just so happens to be Minnesota's first municipal dispensary.
Part of the city of Anoka and absolutely loving it.
At the Anoka Cannabis Company today, we're hanging out with Stephanie Reitz, who happens to be the dispensary manager.
I've been an advocate for legalization of cannabis in multiple states, and it's something that I think should be across the country. I'm very pleased to see that Minnesota is finally joining the rest of the people in the country that have moved into legalization, and it's a good thing to have. It's a good revenue stream. It's a constant need and want of our people in the state.
The Anoka Cannabis Company is a city-owned and operated cannabis dispensary serving Anoka, Minnesota and the surrounding communities.
We've got lots of flower product on the shelf, many different strains to choose from a few different partners. We also carry a lot of pre-rolls, and we have edibles and drinks as well as topicals and tinctures. Lots of stuff that you can use on your skin and in your body to help you feel better. But one of the biggest things that we offer here and that we push and strive for here is education. We want to make sure our customers know what it is that they're getting and why they're getting the feeling they're getting off of things. So we push a lot of education. We teach a lot about terpene profiles, CBD, CBG, CBN, and different ways to consume.
It just so happens that 100% of the profits go back to the community.
And this month we're currently donating for Alexandra House out of Blaine. So the way we do things here is we are open Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Sunday from 11 to 5. During that time, you come in as long as you have a valid ID showing you're over 21, you can shop with us. We are cash only, but we do have an ATM on site in case you need it. Once you come in, you get checked in with our check-in clerk. They get you in the queue. If there is a little bit of a wait, you wait in a nice comfortable vestibule. And then once you get inside, you get to work directly one-on-one with a bud tender to find the best product for you and answer any questions that you have.
Back on Live and Local Anoka, and I tease you, there's a brand new market downtown. In fact, it's really close to a place I used to work at, which is Bridge Square Mall, where the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce is, and Select Eye Care. And with us today is Wayne Sr., and he owns Rum River Market. Wayne, welcome to the show, and welcome to downtown Anoka.
Oh, thank you.
All right, let's talk about it. Rum River Market. Share the story about just how that market ended up and a little bit about what's going on in the market.
Okay, well, so I bought a building about 2 years ago, and it's been sitting. It was one of those projects you sit there and you look at it and you're like, what do I do with this space? Right. And I've had a couple ideas, and it's like, someone said, hey, why don't you open another speakeasy or another bar? And I'm like, oh, I'm over bars and all that stuff. I'm like, let's try to do something that's more useful for the area. And one of the big thing I noticed was there was so much senior citizens behind the building. And I remember being upstairs looking out the window and seeing senior citizens walk by and their strollers and stuff. I'm like, okay. I'm like, everything downtown Anoka is practically the same. You know, it's the same stores over and over. And I'm like, where do anybody get anything to eat?
Right.
Where to get their groceries? You know, how does these seniors get their groceries? So I started thinking about things like that. I'm like, you know what? This has potential to do something actually more useful than the usual person being drunk at night.
Right.
You know, so I said, okay, let's kind of go with that and pretty much start working to build this business.
And it's genius. There used to be a food co-op on 2nd Avenue many years ago, and I can't tell you in my past life of being at the Chamber of Commerce how many times you heard that about where can you get a loaf of bread downtown? Well, you can get it on a burger, but that's about it. So I think it's just genius that you put that in. Any challenges, and what was that inspiration?
Anytime you have a building that's 100 years old, it's a challenge.
Yes.
You know, you start seeing things and you fix something and something pop up again and you're like, oh God, here we go. So it's the usual. It's, you have to think about all the things that you're doing. First you have to say, okay, you got to fix this building to get it to work and make sure it's habitable so that, you can sell what you need to do. Then, of course, you have to deal with other things, with, from vendors to, dealing with, EBT, all these different organizations and stuff like that to get the stuff going. And a lot of these things take a lot of time.
Yeah.
So it's not so simple where it's like over the night. It's like, I think EBT alone took me probably 6 months just to get that thing together. So everything works, and then you have to try to see the vision of what a building's supposed to look like. Where does the shelving go? Where does the coolers? I mean, everything comes down to the nitty gritty. What do you get for food? And that's one of the main things. What we do now at the store, we'll simply say, hey, what are you looking for?
Sure. Well, and some things are going to work. So it's always going to be an evolving thing.
Exactly.
Now, First Avenue South, I mean, you are in the heart of downtown Anoka. You are right on the Rum River Trail. I used to walk it, see many people walk it. It's a dynamite location for that market. What's your vision for that market, and especially being right there on that trail?
My vision is directly to just help the community. That's a primary vision right now. I don't see past that. It's like the main thing is help the seniors, because seniors are there first. And I laugh all the time because I call it Kismet, because my last name is Senior. So which is kind of funny. It's like, okay, when the last name is Senior, who's best to help? Seniors.
Right.
And so, been working with a couple of different organizations trying to see what we can do to help.
Do you have some partnerships with those seniors?
Yes. So talking to the ACAP people of Anoka, and they're super on board. They're really excited that we're there. And most of the times, I pretty much kind of stay in the background a lot. Brandy usually is the one that you'll see a lot. I kind of push her up front because I have 10 other things that I'm doing.
Right.
But so I'm in and out. I'm the guy that signed the checks. I'm the one that's sometimes having a little screaming match about different things. And, she's with me both in the business and also personal. So it gets a little wild because we have to sit here and kind of think about what we're doing most of the time. So it's all about trying to help the people. I know one of the big things that we were talking about is trying to do a mural on the side of the building where when people walk by, they can see that, hey, this is doing Pepsi and stuff. But we want it to be a community thing. We'd like to get a community involved if we do
Big piece of canvas there.
Exactly.
So tell somebody who's walking in the door just what to expect. I mean, can you get that loaf of bread? Yes, you can. What else? I mean, is it like it's a convenience store?
So it's a mini market / convenience store. You can think of anything you can think of, you can get. If you want a Jamaican beef patty, guess what? We have a Jamaican beef patty inside you can have.
Okay, then.
If you want a Pepsi, Coke, you're looking for, you name it, a loaf of bread. If you're looking for a can of tuna, we even have Sweet Martha's cookies there. So for the people who love their Sweet Martha cookies, we do have that.
Alrighty then. Well, what hours do you have?
So during the week, Monday through Friday, it's 7:30 to 7:30. So you can come in and get a coffee, and you can get donuts. Also in the lunchtime, if you want to come grab a sandwich, we have sandwiches, and we have fruits, we have vegetables, and we're trying to work with other partners to try to get more fruits and vegetables because we get a lot of people come in. They're looking for, they're looking for a carrot, they're looking for an onion. Sometimes someone just wants a onion. They don't want a bag of onion.
Right, exactly.
So we do sell very specific like that.
Big events in Anoka all the time. Anoka Riverfest is coming up, second Saturday in July. You've got the concert series. There's a lot of things going on. How do you see the market and those events teaming up?
So I was looking at that because I know next week, there's, I think, Pride next week, and I know we have a couple of flyers directly from those guys. And so we will see, in general, a lot of people that come in back and forth because a lot of times our price is going to probably be cheaper than other people per se. And so we do see a lot of people that go back and forth. They'll park there. They'll grab a soda. They'll come in and grab something. They may grab a candy. They may some random thing, you know. Right. So they'll come in and grab something, drink, hop over. And I've also been talking to Brandy and a couple of the vendors about doing something in the park ourselves, or even the parking lot, by doing maybe something like, a big event where we have a bunch of, different food trucks that come in, and there will be that, and we'll probably even do some of the donation directly to some of the seniors. Just do different things that kind of help out.
Yeah, exactly. Any specific things you want to promote?
Right now, what we're trying to do is just trying to promote, just trying to help.
Yeah.
Because that's the big thing. We also, believe it or not, we actually even have a shelf inside the market where if people donate something, we put on that shelf, so you come in, grab something, switch and go. So if you need a can of beans that's on that shelf, come grab a can of beans. So we put these things out because we're just trying to help.
This is about tying to community.
Exactly.
And that's an important facet of what you're doing there.
Definitely.
Excellent. Oh, we got people that want to find out more. You have a website?
So I've redesigned this website like 5 times already because I want it to be just right. The biggest problem with a website is sometimes there's just too much information, and when you have this too much information, then you just get lost in it.
Right.
I'm trying to make it simple. I'm trying to make it useful, and especially with our delivery system that we're trying to put together directly for the seniors, that will be a part of the website. So there's a fair amount of things that we're doing there. We'll do some options on there for donations, for it to help a senior, and a couple of things. So there's a couple of things that I'm trying to tweak it just to make sure it's just right versus just another website.
And the website is?
The website will be rumrivermarket.com.
All right.
Real simple.
Again, for these folks now who, that whole sandwich thing has got them going, what's the address?
So the address is 6 Bridge Square. So the only weird thing that we've been seeing so far, if you use an Android phone, it brings you to the front of the building. If you use an Apple phone, for some reason, it brings you to the back of the building. And so I've been working with Google trying to solve that situation. But essentially, you can't miss it. It's right on the river. It's a little red building. You will see the big sign on the glass.
It's a half block off East Main Street on First Avenue, right in downtown Anoka. You cannot miss it. If you are aware of where the Chamber of Commerce is, it's part of just right next to the Bridge Square Mall. You will find it. Hours again, Wayne?
It's during the week. It's 7:30 till 7:30, and on the weekends we're doing 10:30 till 5:30 on Saturday and Sundays.
His name is Wayne Sr. The name of the business is Rum River Market. Congratulations, and thank you for having that community mentality to the business. That's refreshing to hear, and I just know there's a whole bunch of people that are excited that you are there. So thank you for making the commitment to come into downtown Anoka.
Oh, thank you.
All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to find out what Darren Berger does. Is he really working hard? Yes, he is. And what is the Anoka HRA, Housing Redevelopment Authority, really all about? We're going to find out about that and a whole lot more, and it's coming up right after this.
Join the city of Anoka as they celebrate the semi-quincentennial anniversary. That's America's 250th anniversary celebration that reflects the spirit, resilience, and shared ideals that have shaped our nation. The celebration is Wednesday, June 17th from 3 to 9 p.m. at Riverfront Memorial Park. This event will bring together community, history, and patriotism through meaningful activities and moments of reflection. This patriotic program will include information booths, kids zones, crafters and artists, the Farmers Market on the Rum, Rockin' on the Rum concert series with Shane Martin performing on the main stage, and much, much more. We hope you'll be a part of this memorable tribute to our past, present, and future. And feel free to proudly dress in red, white, and blue and bring a lawn chair to enjoy the celebration. You can find all details at anokamn.gov.
I think the biggest thing is, just talking, get everybody excited. Everybody wants to get on every pitch, every throw. You want everybody jumping from their seats. I think like right before a game, I like to like not think of like the game. I like to like have a little fun before the game, so I'm not like too honed in and like get too nervous. So I can just loosen up and then just have a good game. You just want to keep your energy up, because if you're a good role model, like keeping loud and like encouraging the teammates, then other people will follow you. So you're just kind of like a leader thing. That once you like start something, they'll follow you.
You know, I think the biggest thing is keeping energy up. Is like if you got a dead dugout, you don't have a good working team. So I think the best thing you can do is keep energy high throughout the whole game, and just try to continue that throughout all your games. I'd really like just to make a state run this year. You know, we've come short in past years. We came second 2 years ago, and we got, I think, third or fourth this past season. But I think we really got a good team this year to continue at past sections, hopefully this year.
This is a really good group of kids. We've had two pretty, by our standards, pretty rough seasons back to back. And this is a group that we told our senior group when they were sophomores that just stay with us. We're going to make a run. We're going to be solid, but you got to fight through these battles a little bit. And it's good. It's made them a little bit more sort of battle hardened. And to see the progress, like yesterday's a game we probably last year would have lost when we gave up a lead, we made a deep run late in the game to come back and to beat a really good Armstrong team.
I feel like, especially this team, like this year, we have a lot of chemistry because we've been playing for so long. We have so many seniors that I've been playing with since like 10, 11 years. And like, so just coming up with them, they feel like buddies, really good friends. Yeah.
I've been a part of the community before. My own kids go to school here. It's a different animal for me when you're kind of coaching and living in the same community. I have players that live just down the street from me. I'm close with these families. I know a lot of these families. I've known them for 15 years. Some of these kids I've seen since they were tiny. So I really feel like it's a community unlike any other one, just because I do live here and I'm a part of this community.
Live and local, Anoka is back. I'm Pete Turek, your host, and with us, Darren Berger. Darren is the guy when it comes to everything that is Anoka Housing and Redevelopment Authority.
I try.
Darren, I've known you for a long time. I wonder how many people out there actually understand what Housing and Redevelopment Authority means. You're involved in a lot of things, and we're going to get into all that. One of the big things that you and I had a connection with back in the Chamber of Commerce days was the connection through the North Suburban Home Show. Talk to us about that and about HRA's involvement.
Yeah, so for the past 26 years, I believe, the cities of Anoka, Andover, Coon Rapids, and the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce have all been sponsors of the North Suburban Home Show. And every March, we hold it at the Andover Community Center. We usually have 110, 115 exhibitors there, all things home improvement, whatever you're looking for, whatever projects you got coming up. Last few years we've had Ask an Architect, so you can set up time with an architect and talk through any projects you have. So yeah, we usually have 1,000, 1,500, sometimes more people come through. You know, it kind of depends on weather, but we certainly have a good turnout. Sometimes and actually it's a free show, so please come on out. But and I wish I had the dates on me for it, but it is in March, and you can certainly check the North Suburban Home Show website.
Sure.
So it's a free show, but we do ask that people bring any perishable food, non-perishable food items, and we donate those to ACBC Food Shelf.
Excellent. So Housing and Redevelopment Authority, and I'll call it HRA from time to time during this interview. What is that for the folks out there that don't know?
Well, we offer quite a range of programs, not only for homeowners, but also for business owners. Whether it be just in the downtown, we have some programs that focus there, but we also focus community-wide for some commercial rehab loans. But one of the programs that we've been offering since 2002 is the Curb Appeal Residential Enhancement Grant Program, or CARE. And that's focused on anything you can see from the street, any improvements that you're doing, whether it be landscaping, garage door, fence, driveway, whatever it is. We reimburse applicants up to $5,000. The HRA has been funding that to the tune of $100,000 since 2002. And we're up well over $1.8 million in projects that we've done. But
so it's popular.
Yes, and that's the community investment. And the HRA has been doing $100,000 for 5 years, so we're at about $500,000. And you know, it helps everybody's money go a little bit further.
Is that program on now?
So it is. Well, I'm currently working through a lot of them, but the application period starts January 1st and runs through February.
Okay.
And then as soon as basically the first day of March that I'm working, we do a lottery. We pick about 40 people, depends. And then everybody else is on a waiting list. I mostly get through the waiting list every year. So
you know, and the whole idea is it makes Anoka look better.
It does.
That's why you guys do it.
Yep.
Obviously, very successful. Talk to me about the SAFE grant program.
Yes, so there is a chunk of funding that's coming from the state. A small portion of your tax dollars go to the local affordable housing aid fund, and then those funds get distributed to different cities throughout Minnesota. It's definitely focused on affordable and housing. So the program that we are about to launch is called the Safe Homes grant program, which I had to look down because it's new. So safety, accessibility, and functional efficiency is what SAFE stands for. So we're focusing on helping income qualified homeowners in Anoka stay safe, independent, and energy efficient. So if you're looking to improve anything with health and safety, energy efficiency, accessibility, or aging in place, all of those items are certainly eligible, but you have to be income qualified. We're doing up to $30,000 per homeowner.
Wow.
So a minimum of $5,000 and up to $30,000. So
free is good, people.
Free is good.
I've always said it, and I believe it. And why wouldn't you want to at least look into it and see if it's something that can work for you?
Yes, and so that will be up on our website soon. So check out the income guidelines and some of the projects that would be eligible, and certainly apply online if you feel it would be something you could benefit from.
Absolutely. One thing that I've always been aware of are comprehensive plans, and cities do these as they look to the future and they look out there. Anoka City is starting their planning for the 2050 comprehensive plan. Tell people about what that is and just what's in play.
Yeah, so we did the 2040. It feels like we just finished
I know.
it. So now we're on to the 2050. So it's a 10-year, and it's a tool that cities can use as long-term planning, and whether it be parks and trails, housing, transportation. What else are we looking at? Land use, obviously. But the tagline for Anoka for 2050 is rooted in history, planning for tomorrow. So we will be certainly taking that task on. We're just kind of starting everything up right now. We do have a survey on our website. We're looking for input from the community. Please go on our website and fill that out. The more people we hear from, the better we can kind of gather all those thoughts and help plan as people
This isn't
wish.
just a city staff thing or a council thing. This is a community opportunity to really make some possible changes and differences that will occur toward that time.
The input coming from the community is something that we will then put into a tool that the city council and staff can use to plan for the future and do what the citizens are hoping to see.
How long does that process take?
2 years, maybe 3, 4, forever. But yeah, no, we're starting right now. You'll see some upcoming community events. I know the America 250 celebration and River Fest, I believe, too. Yeah, we'll have a little booth there so people can come up and chat with we have a consultant who we will be working with. So yeah, please give us your input.
You know, it's an opportunity to dream. Dream about your community. What would you like to see? They want to hear it. And look, everything that's been done on the comprehensive plan, for 2020, 2030. Doesn't mean they all happen, but this gives an opportunity to have some vision as this thing moves forward and some direction that you might plan for 2050 in 2040. And that's the whole reason behind doing those comprehensive plans. They're a blast. I hope you take advantage of being a part of that. Anything else you want people to know about the HRA?
Yeah, so just a couple things. I had already mentioned both the CARE grant program and the Safe Homes grant program, but also we offer low interest loans. Center for Energy and Environment actually administers those funds for us. So you can go on to Center for Energy and Environment's website, or you can call 612-335-5884 and give them a call, let them know you're an Anoka resident. And we budget, and whenever those funds are out, they're out for the year, but then January 1, they start fresh again.
And you also have for business, too.
Yes.
And we didn't really touch them here, but I just wanted people to understand, and that's where Darren and I have had an opportunity because we help promote that to some of the commercial property owners. There are programs out there. I can remember back in the late 80s, one that involved the exterior buildings. And again, same scenario with the residential. You want to put your best look forward, and the city and the HRA can help make those things happen. They got a history of it. You continue to do that to this day.
Yeah, so our newest program for commercial businesses is focused in the downtown area, and it's a facade improvement loan program. So a 0% interest loan that businesses can apply for, and we also have the commercial rehab loan, which is now citywide, and that's at 2%. So they're both very low interest. It's a great fund. Hopefully you guys want to contact me. You sure can. We're actually just working with a business owner on Jackson Street right now. So
great. All right, Darren, we got him. We got a resident out there who's going, man, I need to find out more about that CARE program or that safety program or maybe a commercial property owner. What's their next step to start making some of those things happen or get some answers to questions?
Well, you can always reach out to me at 763-576-2724 or check our website, anokamn.gov, or my email is dberger, B-E-R-G-E-R, ci.anoka.mn.us.
You do a tremendous job.
Thank you.
You just do. Keep it up. And let's continue to make Anoka as great as it can be, and the HRA is a big part of that.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, man, we're going to take a break. Hey, Summer's here. Social District, you heard of it? Oh, I bet you have. Let's see a clip on that. And we are getting, where did the time go? We are getting ready to wrap up this hour of Live and Local Anoka, and we'll do it right after this.
Oh boy, I sure do love the Anoka Social District. La 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 la. Hold up. What's that? Get that out of here. If you're going to enjoy the Social District, you must be drinking from a special Social District cup. Any old container won't do. Oh look, the sun's going down. Better check what time it is. The Social District is open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Sure am getting in my steps today. Wait, you can't drink here. Leaving the boundary with a Social District cup violates the state's open container law. Let's review. Anoka's Social District is open year-round from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. All beverages consumed within the district must be in a designated Social District logo cup. Leaving the boundary with a Social District cup violates the state's open container law. A full list of rules and regulations can be found on Anoka's website. With your help, the Social District can continue. Thank you!
If you love QCTV's programming and connecting with our communities, consider sponsoring one of our award-winning programs. Sponsorships are available for numerous programs, and perks are designed to showcase the sponsoring businesses across all of our platforms. Contact us today to find out how your business can support QCTV. Reach out to contactus@qctv.org for more details.
We are back on Live and Local Anoka, and you know what? All the cities in the QCTV family do these once a month, or once a month you will find one of these. So whether it's Andover or what's going on in Ramsey or Champlin or here in Anoka, you can watch those right here on QCTV. And hey, if you want to find out, stay up to date with what's happening in your community, whether that be concerts or local sports coverage, parades, you name it, it's all here, and it's all about you, and it's about our 4-member communities. Make sure you subscribe and follow QCTV on social media. And on behalf of Billy and the crew at QCTV, thank you so much for watching. And these Anoka businesses, it's part of my DNA. They want your business. They appreciate your business. Hey, if you have any questions, too, you can get a hold of anybody at QCTV or the City of Anoka. On behalf of the crew, I'm Pete Turok. Thank you so much for watching this edition of Live and Local Anoka.